Okay, and then I'll share my screen. Okay, so I thought I'd first show you the digital fair. This is where the students will log in on the 1st of November. You can also log in here with the same login credentials as to the exhibitor portal. I don't know if you've tried that yet, but that can be quite useful to have a look in here. This is the start page. Of course, everything here is in Norwegian, but you might be sort of able to understand what what's what anyway after a while. So the start page show the students the different parts of the fair, and then the sort of the biggest part of the fair is where we kind of try to recreate the exhibitor hall, which is called Messehall in Norwegian. And it's in here that they can find all exhibitors, and they will be able to find your stand as well. They can use the search function up here to find it, or they can filter on different categories, such as this one is Utdanning i utlandet, which means education abroad, and this is where they would find you. Yeah, I can quickly show you the other parts of the fair as well. We have an inspiration part, which consists of like a film carousel, which consists of small, short films from all the exhibitors. Here, the students can favorite mark what they're interested in, and then they can skip on to the next film. This is to give them a bit of inspiration and just to get them started. We have a live program. This is where live webinars will be held during the fair day. None of you have access to the live functions, so you won't be able to have live video meetings or live webinars in here unless you upgrade to the complete digital stand, which is still possible to do if you like. And then we have webinars here. These are pre-recorded films, videos, webinars, whatever you like. And you can all upload your own webinars here, and I will show you after in the exhibitor portal. Everywhere in the fair, students can favorite mark things that they like, such as the webinars, such as exhibitors and their stands and their films and so on. And all this will be collected, or it will be saved on my page, which is down here. Then they can have a look at what they have favorite marked and what they like best. That was a very quick introduction to the actual fair. If you have any questions, let me know. Then I will go into the exhibitor portal, where you have all gained access. You have received your login information. I've logged in here now, and I've just created like a test or a display stand so that I can go through everything and add content as we go. So I can show you how to do it. Well, you will get onto the start page first. If this is in Norwegian, you can change language up here into English. On the start page is some useful information and instructions that you can read up on. Then we have exhibitor details. The information that you add in here, your exhibitor name, your address, your website, and your email address will be visible on your stand under the tab for contact. I will show you that after. I can actually go in and show you a stand here. I'll show you Abertay University stand. Here is contact, and this is where this information will be visible. Then we have digital content, and this is the most important part of the exhibitor portal. On these tabs along here, you are supposed to add content, or you can update it or change it if you already have content there. And once you've done that, your stand is pretty much ready to go. So the first thing is the logo and the top banner. It will tell you the dimensions in here. Also, you can click on the specifications for content, where it will also show you the formats of everything, and also where it will be visible on your stand. This is quite useful. So for your logo, click on the media library, then you have to upload, and then you have to find the logo or the pictures you want to use. Click on that. Okay. And there you have added a logo. And then you do the same with your top banner. Upload. And you can also use this function here to choose what part of the picture here you want to use if the format isn't quite right. This is quite handy. And then we have what we call list background image. This is actually what you can see here, the background image of the exhibitor card, we kind of call it, in the exhibition hall. So that's the background image. Do the same. Find the photo you want to use or the picture. And then remember to save as you go. And now you can use the preview exhibitor stand to see what this looks like, or you can log into the digital fair in the next tab and find your stand here in the exhibitor hall. So let's have a look at the preview now. Now it just looks like this because this is the only content I've added so far. Then it's the description. This is just the information text about your university. Info text here. Here you can use a few functions that will help make your text look bigger or bold or and so on. That can be useful so that the text look a bit nice. And just remember to save as you go. The amount of text here, yeah, there's actually some specifications for that. But what we've seen previously is that it's not so good to have a lot of text here, because that means that when the students go into your stand, they have to scroll a lot. Like you can say Abertay University here, they have a lot of text, a lot of text, which means that students have to scroll and scroll to see everything, and this might just be a little bit too much. So I think if it's some information you really want them to read, what's most important, the most important things you want to tell them, put that in the top area here, maybe in bold, maybe in bigger writing, and just stick to the most important fact about your university, and not too much text underneath is what I recommend. And then we have the presentation video. That's the presentation video is this one here showing on the front of your stand. The films and videos you want to use, they have to be available on YouTube. If you don't have any films available there, or if you don't have a YouTube channel, you can also send films to me and I can upload them for you if you like. What's important here is to add the correct code from the YouTube link in this area here. As you can see, the first part of the YouTube link is already here, so it shows you clearly the rest of the code that you need to add here behind the equal sign. So let's find a film. "11 characters behind the equal sign." And save. And then you can go straight on to the preview of your stand to see if that was right. And there's the film. If you have any problems with this, just let me know and I can help you out. You do have the chance to add a second presentation film under here if you would like to swap between showing 2 different films during the fair. But not so many exhibitors do that. It's most important to just have one up here. And then it's the film for the film carousel, which I showed you before in the fair. You have to add it in the same way. You can choose to use the same film. However, the film in the film carousel will only last for 20 seconds. So if you have a very short film that will be suitable here, you can use that, or you can use a different film that's longer, but it will be cut off after 20 seconds. This film, however, on your stand, the presentation film, can be longer, up to 3 minutes. Any questions about the films there? Just let me know. And then also always remember to save and then have a little preview of what it looks like. You won't be able to preview how the film carousel film looks like. Then you have to go into the fair and check if you're part of the film carousel in there. Or you can ask me if you're unsure, and I can check for you. And then we have social media. Here you're free to add the social media links that you use. Down here and the save. This will be visible also under the contact tab on your stand. Then educations. Here you can add as many educations or programs as you like. Add the title in here. You can add a link to more information about that program on your own website, and you can add a description here. And then you can tick off for the areas of interest or the subject areas that are relevant for that particular program. And remember to save. If you already have educations added here, it's also possible to edit those and save. Then we have frequently asked questions. Also very easy to add. Add your question in here and answer in there and save. Very easy. Also, you can add as many as you want. Downloads. If you wish to add any brochures or catalogs on your stand, you can do that here by adding material and just upload it from your own computer. And then lastly, we have this tab called Placement and Profile Color. Here you're able to pick the profile color for your stand. If you wish to have something else than what's by default, and by default it's in blue, I think. I've picked black for this one now. If you pick a different color like this one and save, you can see the areas that will change color. So you can just play around with that if you like. Also, you are able to choose the placement of the various content on your stand, such as the webinars, if you have subpages, if you have chats, and so on. You can test out what will look best on your stand. Once you've done all these things along here, your stand is almost ready. If you choose not to add anything under, say, frequently asked questions, it won't be visible. That tab won't be visible on your stand either. So it's only when you add content that will the tabs and that will become visible. Okay, does that sound okay? The first bit there. Then we have something called related exhibitors. If you have a partnership or you collaborate with any of the other exhibitors in the fair, you can add them here. For example, Abertay, and for example, this one. See how that looks like. Yeah, and then their logo will be visible on your stand, and students can also click on these logos and they will be taken to their stand if you wish to do that. Advertising, it's possible to order banner advertising in several areas of the digital fair. You can have a banner on the start page, in the exhibitor hall at the top here, also in the live program and in the webinar section. I can get back to that a little bit later, or I probably will be sending information and the prices about that to all the exhibitors as well pretty soon, so you'll all have the chance to look into that. But that can actually be ordered in the exhibitor portal here. Okay, then we have searchability, which is also important, that you tick off for the subject areas that you offer at your institution. You add the locations. if you're in Europe or in the rest of the world. And you can add keywords here that you would like to be found on when students search at the fair. And remember to save as you go. Then we have webinars. Strongly recommend that you add webinars. That can be pre-recorded webinars, but it can also be any kind of promotional video that you would like to show on your stand. It doesn't have to be a webinar as such. If you participated last time, you might have some inactive webinars here that you need to reactivate. I can show you. A second. I'm just going to sign out of here, and I can show you how that looks like. Because some of the content that was visible on the stands or at the fair last time, that has now been deactivated, I think it's called. And then you have to kind of activate it again for this season, for the webinars, for example, to become visible again. So that's important that you do. And once you do activate your webinars or you add your webinars, they will be visible here as well in sort of like the webinar program, and it will be visible on your stand. That's very handy. I was going to show you what that looks like. So here you can see that I have on this other stand, I have 2 active webinars up the top here, but I also have one that's inactive from last time. If you also have that, you'll find it here. Click on the little pen there, and then just tick off for this one. I can see that it's a bit of, it's a Norwegian, I'll change it to English. Yeah, show in digital fair for 23-24. Once you do that, it will be republished, and visible at the fair. And you can also, of course, change it here if you want to change it to a different film. You add the YouTube link here as well. Or if you want to change anything else, you can do that and save. Yeah, is that okay with the webinars? Let me know if not. Then we have, well, that's sort of the main part of the digital stand. Then we also have the live functions such as the chat and the live video meetings. Now, none of you have actually ordered that, but I could still show you how it works if you're interested in maybe considering to upgrade. But if you're not, then I won't spend time on it. So just let me know if I should go through it or if I should just go on to other things. Any interest for that? You're very quiet.
No, that's okay.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, for us, it's okay. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Yes, a couple more things here in the exhibitor portal that's worth mentioning. The leads manager. Here you will find the contact information for students that have shown interest for your stand or for your content, either by, I'm going to have to show you a stand again. We'll use Abatay. Either they have clicked on this button here. In English, it says, I would like to know more. So meaning I'm sort of interested. If they click here, OK on this and save, they will automatically leave their contact details with Abertay University. Let's go back here, and then you will find their contact details here. And these are chats. So if you had the live functions such as chat, you would also see the students that were that would be chatting with you during the fair. Favorite bookmarks. This means that all the students that favorite mark your stand or any of your content, they will also be visible here. Live meetings, that's not for you either. And then we have something called meeting booking. That's a function you can use if you like. Let's see if I can show you that. Yeah, it looks like this section here. Here it says, would you like to schedule a meeting? And if they're interested, they can click here. And okay, yes, I would like to schedule a meeting after the fair. Okay, and then save. If they do that, you will see that in this section here. You will see their name and contact details. And then you can follow up with them afterwards to actually schedule a meeting or ask if they wanted any specific information. In here, you need to make sure that you activate this function if you wanted to use it by adding, like it's done over here. You add the sentence or the question, perhaps in English here, like I would like to speak with you after the fair. I would like to schedule a meeting or something like that. And you need to tick off in here for it to be visible and save. And then always go and check the stand if it comes up right and if it looks correct. And you can also test it yourself. That's the leads manager. And then we have the statistics. In here, you will be able to see the number of students that have clicked on your stand or visited your digital stand. You can see the number of viewings of your films and number of chats and so on. These numbers here won't actually be available until right at the end of the fair. Hopefully they'll be able to update these numbers maybe either at 3 or 4 p.m. I think. I'm not quite sure yet, but a little while after the fair is finished on the 1st of November, you will be able to see these numbers. Up here, you will be able to see the number of active visitors at the fair in total, not just the visitors on your stand, but everyone that's been active at the fair. That's also quite useful. And then remember to put in the right dates here or the right period that you want to check these numbers. Yes, one more thing in the Leads Manager, you are able to export the name and the contact details by clicking here. Then you will obtain an Excel sheet with all the names and so on. The information you get is the name of the student, the name of the school they're from, and their email address. So you can send them information afterwards. Okay, and then I think we're actually through. Any questions? You can chat or you can talk. Or does it seem okay?
Yeah, it's covered it really well for me. Perfect. I think. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. Good. And if you like me to check anything on your stand, if you're unsure if your films are added correctly or if the functions work or not, just let me know and I can have a look for you or help you with your films and so on. Okay.
Thank you, Catherine. The
Yes.
platform is great and it's super intuitive.
That's good.
Thank you so much for your time. So this
Sure.
one we can start filling it up from now itself, right?
Yeah,
It's already active to fill up. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
definitely. And as soon as you start filling in your content, it will be visible in the fair.
Okay. Because the other one, which is boytonlanders.nl and exhibitor dashboard, that one is complete for me. So it's only this one then I need to do for
Yes.
the digital content. Okay.
Yes, for the digital content, it's the exhibitor portal and this area. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we'll end the meeting then, and then just feel free to ask me questions by email if you're wondering about anything later on.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you for
so
coming.
Much. Thank you
Bye.
again. Have a nice weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.